This sad suck is sorry. I was trying to go for the attacked by tiger look, but instead I turned out to be one. A really nice, good makeup tutorial by Dan. What do you do? Well, what I would do is I would get your gray pink, get your toenails out, grab the pink makeup, put it on the outside of your toenail on the other side. Roll it on your knuckles. Make sure your knuckles are silver, not pink. Make sure all of your wounds are covered by silver. Wear one dash and one dash of silver on your side, and then one dash of silver on your forehead, and then one on your neck. No, none on your neck. Okay, some on your neck. Where'd you get silver? The makeup store. You go there and you get this makeup. It's called silver blush. Do you wear makeup before you go on stream? Not all guys do. Some men know it's necessary. Some men work harder than other men to look good. Some men just don't know how. Some men are just in a different league of their own. Some men don't even know what being a good makeupist is. I can't. I'm sorry. But like, you know, I'm just imitating a makeup tutorial right now as a joke. But like, do men do makeup tutorials? Yes, sometimes, I suppose. That's what I mean. Because I'm not aware. I imagine most men don't know. Anyway, but some do. Some do makeup. This is true. Some men do makeup. Why would you do silver? Glare. To increase glare. What? What did you just do? I just messed up my nose. I'm sorry. It's okay to mess up your eyebrows. It's alright. Sometimes you gotta do it. You ready to stream yet? No. Almost? No. What happened to you, Daniel? Not too crazy. In the world. Are you an idiot? No. Why? What makes you think I'm dumb? Because I put silver on? No. 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 You just don't understand. This stream is so I can get silver in League of Legends. It's better than bronze. You guys put bronze on and you end up wondering why you're bronze. Don't ever bronze yourself unless you want to be bronze in League. Some people aren't even ranked. Some people would die to be bronze, you know that? These are untrue facts. Die to be bronze in League. Are you serious? I would die to be ranked. Oh, well then why don't you try playing 10 games in a ranked game? Are you seriously that scared to play a ranked game? Grow up. No, seriously. Do not fear ranked games. All you have to do is press the entirely mute button. Ignore your teammates. And do your best. And you'll be fine. If you think you're skilled at least a little bit, if you're not at all skilled and you know it, then you're not going to play like ranked at all. You know? You can't play ranked if you're not even comfortable enough to play ranked. I'm comfortable enough to play ranked, but I don't always feel comfortable around people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got those skills, but I don't like those people. And I'm not willing to press mute, because I want to hear what they say. And then I regret it, because I'm like, I would murder you for that word that you just told me. And then they're like, are you threatening me? And I'm like, are you threatening me? And they're like, are you? And I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. And you're on my team. Why the fuck are you talking to me like that? And they're like, because we don't like you. We don't trust you, Silverman. We think you're trash garbage. And I bet you couldn't even find me if you tried. And I'm like, well, I guess you'll be the one who's having to hunt me down then, aren't you? And they're like, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a fool like you. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't hunt you down. I'm not a fool like you either. Because apparently you like to hunt people down, find them and kill them. And then they're like, that's my job after all. And I'm like, are you serious? And they're like, yes, I just admitted my guilt to you on your stream. And I'm like, I shall turn this into the police. And they go straight to jail. People in League are fucking nuts. I'll be honest. League of Legends is one of the craziest fucking people game ever. Like, if you've never met someone from League of Legends, you've never met a crazy person. Like, if you think I'm crazy, try playing that game. Seriously. If you think I'm nuts, if you think I'm silver, you should try playing that game. You don't think I look good? I can do this. Yes. You look like you got, like, what's that one thing? Poisoning? Mercury poisoning, yes. It looks like you got mercury poisoning, Daniel. Is that what they do before they interview the people who have mercury poisoning? They just put silver all over their face? And then say that is what caused my mercury poisoning. Before the interviewers came, they put this makeup on me to make it look like the mercury poisoning was real. And it is. See, my face is all silver. It's gotta be real. And it's like, we don't need that kind of visual aids, dude. And they're like, well, it doesn't matter. What's an ictum? Mercury poisoning victim. There is a man in this world who has lived his whole life with mercury poisoning and he turned gray. Really? Yes, I'll find him. I'll find him. What's wrong with my computer? Murmur. Man who turned gray. That's him. Warns of the dangers of Angria. Name is Paul Carrison. He turned blue. He died of a heart attack 4 years ago. He's okay with me doing this because his passing has been expired many years ago, and I'm not making fun of him, and I'm not detracting from his disorder.
He was a recluse, but then became an internet sensation after his skin turned a permanent shade of blue. That was 15 years ago.
That's crazy.
Well, the cause is, you come to find out, basically his own self-remedy, his own self-medication. It was a special concoction of silver using electrolysis. He was just trying to treat a rash or dermatitis on his face. So he drank this special silver formula and also later applied it directly to his skin. Here's the sad update. Last week, Paul passed away at the age of 62. He suffered a heart attack and a stroke. And his death, by the way, had nothing to do with
his
the
color
concoction, that
That's
silver
crazy.
concoction we were telling you about that he used to treat himself for a skin condition. But let's zone in on the blue tint of his skin, how that happened. It's called argyria. Joining us to talk about it, dermatologist Dr. Ava Shamban. Doctor, thanks again for being with us. So did he basically give that to himself because of his own concoction? This was the result, the blue skin?
Yes, he did. In fact, people take colloidal silver to treat dermatitis and even arthritis. Precious metals have been used for centuries, actually for millennia. They began in use in ancient Egypt, also in the ancient civilizations of Greek and Rome, to treat various skin problems where there were no other treatments. And what happens is if you take colloidal silver internally, it's picked up by cells in your GI tract and carried straight to your skin.
Idolize
where it's
this
concentrated in the skin and also in the sweat glands, which is why he was showing on his palms that even his palms were blue.
His eyes are blue.
Of course, he's taken it to an extreme.
Yeah, so he's not only taking it internally, I believe at some point he started rubbing it on his skin. Is there any cure? Was there any way to reverse that?
No, sadly, there's no way to reverse it. And once you're blue, you're always blue. And the reason for it is because it does get concentrated in the skin. Now, he did report that his arthritis got better when he was taking.
Okay, so he dyed his skin essentially. Essentially what he did is he dyed his skin with silver.
The colloidal silver.
Basically, the reason why it's not reversible is because you'd have to basically do a procedure. It is reversible. It is reversible. Like, really. If you have dark skin and you can make a dark skin person light skin, you could easily dye this person's skin a pale tint, or a beige, or whatever you call white, actually. What is the white color normally called? Pale? White? Beige? Yeah, beige is about accurate. I'm trying to think. Similar. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's interesting is that person would have also been able to turn his skin from that color to beige with makeup also. As you can see, I just put silver on my face. So it may have been a daily process, but he could have actually put beige makeup on. He may have looked similar to me right now, but he would have looked more normal, I guess, but also different. The one thing that he could have done is there is a procedure to become dyed pale. It's called skin color, What is it called when you want to get plastic surgery? Skin color cosmetic surgery. Skin lightening, permanent cause changing skin color. You can change your skin color to a darker skin color. There are other ways of doing different things. Yeah. You could probably look into it also. There is eye color change color also. See here? This is the skin procedure that turns skin color white. It looks like it's downvoted, but I have no, that looks like a, I have no idea what that, just forget it. This is skin lightening treatment. Premium care skin lightening. Face transplant. Skin lightening with laser. Michael Jackson did this, but some of it was actually not bleached. It was he had a disorder or something, is what they said, but there are ways to do this, and it might be underground, but it's still possible. It's just cosmetic surgery, really. Some people do it, some people don't.
Leave where we want. In this area we are performing a frontoplasty. We are going to designing a pocket in the floor. So back to the ex.
If I did this operation on my own, it would be 8 or 9 hours, so that would be...
And after that, we are going to do that area that will give like a touch of rejuvenation.
Yikes. That's what people want me to do to my face, and I'm like...
Spencer, and he walked me. It was a great process. Like, it was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I went in, met the medical team. They were amazing. Should be going. Everything should be. It was awesome. That thought I looked good with that color eye I'm choosing to get. I found out about Tunisia through a friend of mine in LA who also got the procedure done here.
He looks good either way, but...
He told me who to contact. There was Spencer, and he walked me through everything, and for me to come here, and first time out of my country, so I'm actually pretty excited. The implant, I feel it is very safe. It's very cool that nowadays that we can change our eye color, you know what I mean? It's so awesome. I was talked through everything, I was shown everything, and I believe it's really safe and really easy and fast to get done, so I'm excited. I want to change my eye color because I think it would be a really cool feature, you know what I mean? I'm always down to change up my look, and I think it would be like, I think it will bring more attraction to me. A lot of people I've talked to actually said they feel like the color looks good on me, and I feel a lot of people will notice, and a lot of people will actually like the difference.
Why do I have to look like this right now? It's okay.
So I finally got the surgery. It was a great process. Like, it was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I went in, met the medical team. They were amazing. They greeted me with open arms, checked if I was all right, if I was well, if I was ready to go into the procedure. Everybody was nice, and yeah. So I went in, and it was
he looks both good, but I like him better this way, actually. But at the same time, his eyes look good, and I would have just used contacts myself, but everyone's different. That's just makeup, dude. That's crazy. She looks good either way. To be honest, I think she looks good either way. It's like she looks pretty good like that, in my opinion. In my opinion. But whatever. What happened? That's scary. The surgery pose isn't Connie Cup. It's Isabel Dinor. Partial face transplant.
In a quiet, unassuming sort of way, Isabelle Dinoir made history. 11 years ago, she was given a partial face transplant after being mauled by her pet dog. It was the first operation of its kind, and it offered her a second chance.
After I leave hospital, I want to return to my family life. I want to restart a professional career, and I expect to resume a normal life.
In a groundbreaking 15-hour operation, she was given a new nose, chin and lips. The pioneering surgery paved the way for transplants all around the world. People who had been severely disfigured now had new faces and new opportunities. But for Isabelle Dinoir, there were complications. It's believed more than once her body rejected the transplant, and it's reported last year she lost the use of her lips. And the drug she had to take had serious side effects. Her immune system was weakened, and she eventually succumbed to cancer. But if Isabelle Dinoir ever regretted the surgery, she never let on. I have a face like everyone else, she said. A door to the future is opening.
It sucks she died.
Connected.
Se restore.
To have someone else's face.
Isabelle Dinoir, I can open my mouth and it's because
Okay, so let's look up Isabelle. And we're gonna see what she looked like before she had a face transplant. And apparently this is what she looked like before the face transplant. She looks pretty messed up, but actually I can see that there's lots of room for improvement there. To be honest with you, I think all she really would have needed, instead of trying to put a whole different person's face on her, would be a little, like a, what you call a face mask. Partial. Lower mouth. something like this would have what she could have done. In my opinion, there is something that could have been done. Honestly, there is something that could have been done. If she had waited, it's possible that you could have put a fake nose and installed it permanently. Plastically. Like plastic surgery. She could have had a plastic surgery nose, fake, and then she could have had fake but non-rejectable fake lips installed. She would not have feeling in her nose or her lips, but she might be able to move them with whatever she has left here. You see what I'm saying? So that she could potentially move part of her mouth, but not the whole thing. But at least she would have a normal looking face. Instead of doing a facial transplant, which would remove working parts of her face. Less invasive. Fake, but possibly less invasive, also real. You could have also tried to implant a real portion with less of a large area used. And I know it sounds hard, but it's precision that is necessary to do this. In my opinion, she actually looks better than she did, though. Good job. I like the way she turned out. She turned out very cute, actually. Right? She looked good here, but, like, in my opinion, she looked really good here. Actually. Not even joking. I would date her. Really? Yeah. Sad for her dog issue. Sad for what happened with her dog, actually. She's a little bit older than me, but why would you date her? Well, I would, actually. Why? 'Cause she's cute. You don't think Stacy's cute? You'd rather date a person with a face transplant than to date Stacy. Yeah. Why? Because Stacy rubs me the wrong way. And if I got to know Isabel, and then she was like, I'm not a very nice woman and I'm not very smart, I wouldn't date her. But she looks intelligent to me. Isabel looks intelligent. But she had an accident, and what was her personal life? Mother of 2 children. She had 2 kids already. She did a documentary. It's a pit bull mixed Labrador Retriever. That's why, probably. Unknown personality type. Face transplant surgery. Living human was performed in Dinur. Yada yada, recovery, blah blah blah. What was her job? She was a stay-at-home mom, actually, I think. Which is why she had 2. She was the mother of 2 children. That's basically all they say. Because that's what her life was. She was basically just a stay-at-home mom. And, she does look actually kind of intelligent to me. But, I'm tired of looking at sad things, so I'm gonna stop. And, I'm not trying to be rude, but I was just trying to get into, how people can change their skin color. Here's some skin changing color with laser treatment. Apparently it turns your skin brighter. And this is something else that's being done, I have no idea. Wow. Okay. Go back. So this person's skin is that dark then, and then this dark now. I don't see much of a difference. That doesn't impress me very much.
About to see.
Let's go listen to this soundtrack and play RC Plane. Explorer. Now that's an airplane. Jet trainer, cruiser, yeah right.